Welcome back, everyone.
Hello.
Hello. Good to be back.
Good to be back with this ominous tone in the background.
Welcome
It started
to
raining.
the third session of Shadow of the Archon.
Whoop whoop. Woohoo. We survived
Battle
3
time.
sessions.
We haven't had a battle yet, and we're about to. But
Potentially
before
our
we get
last
to that...
It's been nice knowing you all. Your characters.
Yeah,
seem
your
very
characters were great.
Good concepts, good concepts.
Last session, our team of 4 set out from the town of Sanguim, heading west towards the Twisted Crags and the apparent source of the arcanic instability. Armed with your wits and the fluxometer provided by Dorian Pillard, you made good progress on the first day's trek, stopping to camp for the night on a small hill just off the shores of the Red Lake. There, you discovered the several-day-old remnants of a campfire and footprints that had not been there the week before when Melkezidek had scouted the area. In the middle of the night, 3 strangers approached the camp, employing some light subterfuge in an attempt to hide their numbers. After a brief discussion with Mikos and his band of hunters, as they revealed themselves to be, he produced the body of a dead cultist who had murdered one of their party the night before. The body, although brutally slain, bore a mask that Mikhael recognized, but an amulet which was unknown to all of you. The black talon of a dragon. Unsure where the loyalties of the party lay, Mikos decided to camp separately, and met you in the forest at the outskirts of the temple the following day. Before you could fully conceal yourselves, however, the figures at the ruins seemed to spot Mikhael, who proceeded to brashly walk directly into their camp, while the rest of you stealthed through the underbrush and poised for an attack. Upon calling out, a man in white robes adorned with the same symbol of the dragon's talon emerged from the temple, but upon a brief exchange, called Mikhael a servant of a silent god, and ordered his now hidden allies to attack. And that is where we'll pick up. You all have a surprise round. We will go in order of the initiatives that you rolled last session. So, first up is Mikos. You see...
DM, did we get the just because her name shows up, I want to make sure I don't act out of character. Do we see Annitta's name? Or did she introduce herself? I know we got Davidos. I don't know if we got Annitta.
Mikos introduced her. She spoke only once and
Right,
very
that's what I
quietly
remember.
with regards to the magical swamp.
Cool.
In the meantime, you see Mikos, who was already antsy. You saw him sort of shifting from one foot to the other, sort of ducked down in a bush. He is scanning very carefully with his eyes, trying to locate where these cultists are. But he's unable to do so. And so he looks over at Davidos, who's very clearly waiting for instructions, and just goes, with his head, gesturing towards Mikhael. Annitta, as you may or may not recall, had drawn an arrow which was glowing green by the time you were already holding spells. You see it's almost dripping. It's an odd sort of look. It looks as if it's a wet arrow of some sort, but there's no liquid on the ground, and the drops sort of just vanish. She is holding her turn. Mikhael, you unfortunately do not have a turn. Because this is a surprise round.
Turn surprise. Why?
Yes.
Why, brothers?
Eugene, you're up.
Okay. This is annoying, but I did refresh because I wasn't getting my character sheet up, so it's still like refreshing, I hope. Oh, okay. Loading exterior. Here we go. I'm getting back in. Okay, but I am going to be... Eugene is very nervous. He's never been in a fight before, except for in like controlled environments in the college, which are very contrived. And he's
Right.
sort of just like standing there, still holding his firebolt, looking out to see if he sees anybody to fire it at. And
Roll a perception check.
I don't
for
really
me.
have. Yeah, let's do that. That's a good thing. I was going to say something else. Let's do that. There we go. There, now it's opening. Perception. We go twice. Yeah. The old double click.
Okay.
Like the first one.
With a 6, you do not see any enemies currently. Although you do see places that enemies might hide. You don't necessarily know where any of them were.
Then I would just say to Eredh, like, what do we do? Should we hide? Should we go help him? They said they're gonna kill him. Yeah, I don't have any buff spells to use right now. I'm gonna hold my firebolt, and that'll be my turn, staying hidden.
Okay. You see Davidos just kind of roll his shoulders, his really big, meaty shoulders, and
Here we
pull
go.
the hammer out from behind him. He just goes, "Oh!" and smashes through the undergrowth. You see him just charge past you, Eredh, and step in front of Mikhael. And hold his turn. He's seething, though. You can see every bit of muscle that was hidden under fat yesterday just, like, rippling. Eredh, you're up.
Air turns to Eugene. Wait here. Do not fire till you feel you've gotten a good shot. Good line of sight. All right, Eugene?
Okay.
Here we go. Draws his sword in one smooth motion and charges right after Davidos. Not seeming too concerned yet with his raging form. But before he starts moving, actually, his eyesight for a second leaves his body. And if you've ever played Assassin's Creed, you see the vision just leave his head and hovers above him until it encompasses the immediate landscape as his vision goes into that of his familiar. And Eredh is going to use his familiar's vision, Everest, to attempt to spot any where the transgressors are hiding from a 1,000-foot view, metaphorically.
Roll a perception check with advantage, please.
Okay.
Everest has advantage on sight-based perception checks, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Go for it.
Do I roll mine? Because mine doesn't have any sort of modifier, and I don't know how to roll it for a hawk.
Will rule that when, when you are looking through Everest's eyes, you will use your own perception
That's fair.
check.
That's fair. And then how do I do it with advantage again? Do I right-click?
Roll it once, and then in the chat log, you can click the plus for advantage.
Right. Okay. God damn it. All right.
You go for that advantage. Oh, no.
God damn it.
Unfortunately,
What was it? 1?
It was, right, for the recording purposes, I rolled a 2 and a 4.
which translate with bonuses to a 3 and a 5.
Very strong.
Level 1. Unfortunately, there is cloud cover currently, and while you think this is probably a really good idea most of the time, and in fact it's worked for you before, in this particular case, Everest can't see anything.
Unable to get a firm reading on which direction to head, Eredh charges also 30 feet, sword drawn, held defensively across his postures. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And was here next to Davidos. Doesn't want to be directly behind him because he knows he swings that frickin' massive hammer. And takes the dodge action. And also yells at Mikhael. Old man, get behind us. Now. Oops, I just disappeared.
Oops, I disappeared you, sorry. I was trying to add a, trying to figure out where the dodge status is.
Oh, maybe I need to do it. Let me see.
But I think for the moment, remind me that you're dodging if you come under attack.
Sure.
Okay, is that your turn?
I think that's all I can do.
All right. Melkezidek.
I'll peek out from behind the trees. Let's say, Mac, foolish old man. The mission was to use the fluxometer, not to engage them. And then, is this building to the lower right of us?
Mm-hmm.
How high is it? And what is that sort of triangle at the edge?
It's about 25 feet high. However, half of it, where this triangle, it's a bit like a cutout, and it's just open. So you could walk inside if you wanted to. The rest of the walls are there. It's almost, now that you're looking at it, it's kind of like a perfect edge. It's as if someone took a knife and just sliced a cake.
I see. So I might have an idea about how it got there. But what about the other building? Is it similarly spliced open?
No, that one is a solid building. That's the temple that we spoke about last time with stained glass windows.
Gotcha. I'm going to move myself to this spot here. And is there a wall to hide behind? Where I could sort of peek out and fire on someone who was...
Yeah. Yeah, I would say that if you're there, you have half cover.
Okay, I'll do my best to hide behind that half cover and keep an eye on...
Are you holding an attack? You need to...
I'm
okay.
Yeah, I'm going to hold an arrow or hold a bolt, rather, for any enemies that show up.
Okay, sounds good. It is Mikos' turn again. You kind of hear Eugene, because you're near him. He just sort of goes, damn it all. And he, as quickly and quietly as he can, takes an action and moves rather stealthily to here. Just a moment. I'm going to see if anyone spots him. Okay.
Oh yeah, did you guys see the dice I got, by the way?
Yeah, they're really nice.
Oh, they look great.
Yeah.
I like them.
And
I saw
Mikos
those on
draws
Amazon.
from his side one of the daggers that he placed on the ground the night before and flips it around in his hand so that he's holding the point and just holds. Annitta remains hidden. You can't see her from where you are. But you hear a twang of a bowstring firing. And you see an arrow dripping green fire overhead, following my cursor.
Okay.
And land around there. And a small cloud forms.
Oh, that's cool.
I'll ask on my turn. Here, Brian, go ahead.
Okay. Mikhael, it's your turn.
Mikhael holds his ground, his sensor swinging lightly as all this is happening around him. And he drops it and yells out in the direction where he saw the leader sneak into the shadows. Heart, I came to thee with an open palm, and ye want bloodshed. It's so too late. And looking around, I know enemies are revealed on the map. Are they all hidden? Like, can I roll a perception check to see if
You
I
can.
notice any, like,
Yeah.
sort
Go ahead.
of, like, looking around, like, starting from like the doorway and then extending out into the courtyard area, kind of like left to right, like perception to roll a 11.
You don't spot any of the cultists, but you gather that Annitta doesn't fire without reason, and your history with Wood Elves allows you to know that they're usually pretty perceptive.
Mikhael reaches on to his back and dons his shield with his full action, and looks to Davidos and Eredh. Just be still with your blades. There is time yet to resolve this without violence. And that'll be his turn.
Okay.
My shield, so my proper AC is showing up.
The cultists are up.
Here we go.
You hear Mikhael as scrambling on the other side of the wall. As you gather, it gets above you, and you hear a pitter-pat of feet on the rooftop.
The north wall or the easterly wall?
Somewhere around here.
Okay.
So you see appear around the edge a cultist in black robes who reaches below the robe and draws a small blade and is going to make a dash to about there. I believe some of you were holding attacks. You can feel free to take them if you like.
I'm sorry, where did they head to?
Can you see them on the map?
Oh, now I see. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I just wasn't. I need to
They
scroll
became
further.
visible.
Got it.
They became visible around here as they stepped
Yeah.
out from behind the wall, and they moved to.
Oh, I see it. Okay, got it. Okay.
Good shot from where I am, so.
I'm like, how far does this go again?
Feel
120. Oh,
You could definitely do
Eredh
it.
told me not till I have a
Clear line of
a
sight.
clear shot. Yeah, I'm gonna wait.
Are you going to take a shot?
Pull.
Melkezidek is.
I don't know if that's a clear shot. I feel like it's sort of.
Draw a line.
I mean. Okay. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
that's
that's-
neato.
yeah.
I
That's
guess
a
it is a
cool
clear
feature.
shot.
Yeah.
Control click.
It's a pretty clear shot. if
All
you
right,
want
you know what? I think it actually fits that he would sort of be like, "Oh, there it is," and just like get fire right away. So, yeah.
Roll your attack.
Again, like no,
Roll your
Or
attack.
the
change-
wand circles above the head, and he flicks the wrist. And
Let's go, Eugene!
First attack roll of the
Maybe let's go.
game.
First blood.
I didn't
Hits.
see it.
You see?
Nice, 13.
Okay.
And 2 damage. It says it's. I guess it does the damage at the same time if you hit.
Yeah.
I guess so.
It does. You see essentially this little beam of orange light sort of fly past your heads. Those of you who are specifically Mikhael and Eredh, and Davidos doesn't even seem to notice. He's just as it goes right under one of his arms. It's almost a perfect shot, and it impacts the chest of this cultist, and there is this scorched hole in the robe. Now bear with me while I try to apply the damage. Hey, it worked. Okay. Fantastic.
Now, is that damage really 2? It just seems so low.
58.
I guess I rolled a 1 or something.
No.
You
Is
must
there no
have-
modifier on damage?
Not yet.
Not for Firebolt.
Just a cantrip.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not.
Cantrip.
Exactly.
Oh, boo. Okay,
No
that's
ogre
fine.
feature.
Got him, though.
So you rolled a 2, essentially, on a 1d10.
All right.
Level 1. Okay, you also see someone appear at the far end. You notice there's a horse there, and you imagine that horse had probably been tied to that handcart where Annitta fired an arrow. But another cultist appears around the edge of the temple and is going to step behind these boxes, also drawing a blade. Oh, nope, sorry. Drawing a crossbow. He's going to take a shot at Mikhael. I will say Mikhael has half cover because he's standing behind Tavinos.
Can you see me through the fog, though?
It's not invisible fog. I should have. Or it's not particularly opaque. It's more of a mist, and it's green.
Okay. Oh, so it doesn't. It's not like a fog cloud.
It doesn't look like a fog cloud. No, it looks like it's the same sort of sickly green that the arrow was when she drew it.
I see.
Okay.
Fire away. Can I be a willing participant and take a hit for RP purposes?
I mean, he's.
No, I'm joking.
I don't think it works that way. You could try and step in front of it if you roll a dex check. 15, but you're half cover, so that's minus
2.
It's a 16 to hit me anyway.
16 to hit
With the
you.
shield.
Okay, so it misses. The arrow goes wide, and you hear the curse under the breath. You also hear, at the same time, and you see from behind the cart, emerging through this cloud, sort of like covering their eyes, under the mask, and they're sort of like pulling the mask off their face and rubbing at their eyes, and they just sort of stagger against this wall here. They're taking a turn to recover, but if anyone has a shot they would like to take, now would be the time.
Like a held action, you mean?
Yep.
Oh, I didn't. I was dodging, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think I would have good line of sight to this guy if I popped up.
Mm-hmm. You were in
Around
half
the
cover,
corner here.
but you can step, as long as you're not moving, you can lean out and fire. Sure.
Yeah, I will do that at this time.
Okay, go for it.
Like it's
Alright.
arm's distance away, like uses like the close quarter combat. And just,
So how does this work? Is there a way you can select your target?
Right-click on the target, and you'll see a little bullseye. Click the bullseye.
Let's see. Right click.
Do you see
I
that?
don't see a bullseye.
Then
Are you
just
trying to target? Yeah, I haven't figured that out either.
so then just click on the enemy.
Like double click?
Single click, so that they're highlighted.
Oh,
in
there we
orange.
go. Double right click.
Double right click. There you go.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
I have a.
oh.
There we go.
Oh.
Yeah, there we go. That's
Nice. Okay, we're figuring it out,
Oh,
guys.
there we go. All right. Nice.
Double click to select
Okay,
multiple.
so I will pop up and with my hand crossbow in my right hand, line up a shot, one eye closed, and attack. That's a 17 to hit.
Hits.
Oh, wow.
Go ahead, roll damage.
level 1, boys. Jesus.
That's 6 piercing damage.
You see this cultist sort of lean against the wall, pulling her mask off and coughing. And as she does, she just goes, and you see a bolt, rather small bolt, sticking about 4 inches into her shoulder blade.
This is the same one that took the firebolt from Eugene, correct?
No, that's the one who's standing a little bit further back.
Got
Back
it.
here.
Got it. Okay. Oh, cultist 5. I see.
Yes. You see that the smoke cloud dissipates, or this cloud of green gaseous substance dissipates now.
Okay.
Eugene, your turn.
I'm like, oh my god, I'm doing it. I hit him. I'm gonna try it again.
Oh, because you held an action, didn't you, Eugene? That's why. Okay, got it.
Yes.
I was going to say,
No, I will-
Eredh was going to say, good job.
Yeah. But before you can, I'm trying it again. flinging off another fireball at the same guy. It was 2, right, that I hit the first time? Because I want to go for
2
the same
damage.
guy.
Yeah, it was
Making
cultist
sure.
2, correct.
Cultist 2, yeah. All right, here we go. Make another one.
Hits.
And,
This time, instead of impacting the chest, you saw as he impacted the chest, it burned away a hole in the vestments, and the cultist kind of went down on one knee. But as he goes down on one knee, another beam of this fiery energy slams into the side of his face, and you see him cry out and grasp at his throat and fall over backwards. Dead.
Oh, like dead? Oh, yes.
Oh, first kill of the campaign.
First kill, Eugene.
Yes. Eugene's got a big grin on his face. He didn't know he would like it so much to take someone down like that. But he's going to stay in his little spot. He thinks he's like in the perfect spot right now. And he's just like, oh, fuck yeah. And that's my turn.
You see
Weird that the Death Cleric is like mortified right now.
Davidos now, who is raging and very upset that he didn't get to hit anyone. You see him sort of drop. Some of the anger he had before sort of subsides a little bit.
Yeah, so you have to hit somebody to keep it up.
Yep. Metagaming. Trying to work it in. And
I love it. Well played.
And he dashes forward, and with a ferocious swing, comes down overhead on top of Cultist 5. Oh, shit. With a 21 to hit, he hits.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a lucky
All the
roll.
NPCs taking our good rolls.
Yep, yeah, exactly. And yeah, you imagine the body that you saw last night probably looked a little bit like this person before exactly this happened to them. And the hammer just smashes down on this cultist's head, and they fall absolutely dead.
Okay.
He seems very satisfied with himself. Eredh, your turn.
Eredh. Seeming disturbed. Rushes forth. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Has anyone shot, or has anyone attacked Cultist 3?
Nope. No one has attacked
I think
Cultist
so.
3.
If you've given any thought to surrender, now is the time. And he sorry, 1 second. I had it ready. Oh. Just trying to get back to my spell book, which I seem to have messed. Here we go. Prepared. Ritual. No? Anything? There we go. Okay. And you know what? Actually, this is in line with this character. Eredh seems disturbed. He rushes forth towards the one that he can see. So that's 30 feet of movement. Takes the dash action. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Attempting to get closer. And that's his major action. DM, if you'll allow it, as a bonus action, you'd like to have Everest take another look to see if there are any others.
Are you looking through her eyes?
Yes.
Is in the spell, does it say that's a bonus action or an action?
Good question. Let me see.
I seem to recall it saying as an action you can look through their eyes.
You might be right. You gain the service, blah, 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 acts independently of you. As an action, you can dismiss them. No, you can't.
Find familiar?
Yeah, find familiar.
When you cast a spell within a range of touch, your familiar can deliver the spell as if it had cast a spell. So, with Everest flying above... Oh, I'm going to save this till later, but that's a good one. Okay.
Find familiar.
Additionally, as an action, you can see through your familiars... Yeah, okay, it's an action. Never mind. Okay. Eredh is going to shout back, "Try to take this one alive." Oh, and good shot, Eugene. Alive, mind you. But good shot. That's my turn.
Okay. Melkezidek.
All right. I'm going to poke my head around this corner. And then, so tell me if I can do this. I'm going to try to dash to the right side of Davidos. Kind of
You
this
mean
way.
Move. Not take the dash
Yeah.
action, right?
I'm not taking the dash
Okay.
action, but I'm sprinting past him. And as I pass the fallen cultist's body, which is, like, I think 1 square to my left,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to dive into a somersault and see if I can retrieve my bolt in one kind of fluid motion.
Roll an acrobatics check for me.
Okay.
You gonna stab someone with your bolt? Because that'd be really cool.
Hawkeye.
Yeah.
We're
Send
getting
Davidos
there.
back into a rage. He'll probably thank you for it.
All right. That is
Oh.
a 21.
Yeah, with
Whoa.
relative ease and grace. Mikhael and Eugene, you see this. Melkezidek just is there. He's moving, and then he's just almost like water, or a substance that looks like water almost. He just flows over the smashed corpse of this cultist, and he emerges with a crossbow bolt loaded into his crossbow again.
And then I'm going to take up a position right here. And having heard Eredh's warning to try and take this guy alive, I'm going to hold a bolt in case he doesn't surrender.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
All right. Eugene, you see Mikos. He looks very uncomfortable. He's standing with his back against the temple wall, but his eyes are darting up at the rooftop and at this building over here. And he, holding the dagger in his hand...
Building over here being the one to the south or north?
To the south.
Got it.
Almost as if he saw something move in that direction. And he shouts over his shoulder as he moves, "Watch for flanking!" And he steps to here, and holds his attack, drawing his dagger back behind his head, waiting for someone to show themselves. Annitta, Eugene, you see her turn her attention immediately to this rooftop. Her arrow is no longer glowing, but her hand is sort of shaking under the strain of holding the arrow now. And she's just laser focused on this rooftop because Mikos pointed out to her. Mikhael, you're up.
What are you doing? Stop the fighting! And there was 2 cultists. Which of the cultists was it that got burnt by the firebolt that Eugene
Cultist
sent
2,
off?
right here.
Right here?
Yeah.
Hold on, must sit there for a second. Fuck, I can't get all the way there.
You can if you dash. Oh, so how are you doing that measurement, Dom?
It's control click.
You just hold control and then click? Oh!
And then you can, if you like hold Control, click, and you click again, you create like a waypoint.
Oh.
And then you click out of the waypoint to stop it. Okay.
Sorry. Go ahead.
So that cultist is a bit too far. The building to the north. Actually, before the building to the north, do I recognize the architecture of this building?
Roll a history check for me.
I'm trying to recall if it's the same one.
I'll
from
consider this your bonus action.
17.
Yeah, you do recognize it as clearly elven. It's not human in origin. You don't have much experience with high elves, so you don't necessarily know. You know that it's not wood elven, but it definitely looks to be some form of elvish.
But do I recall specifically from when I awoke in my session 0?
Mm-hmm.
Like, does it look like the same kind of stone and masonry?
Ah, yes, it does.
Looking, in the entrance of this building, about where is it in the building?
Right about where your cursor is, right there.
Right about where the cursor is?
Mm-hmm.
Mikhail's gonna run up. Oh shit! Hold on. How do I go back to where I was? Control Z. Okay. You count this out. 5, 10. Fuck. How do I do this? Ba-ba. Figuring it out, boys. 25 feet. Can I reach about the entrance with that movement?
You have 30 feet of movement?
Yes.
Yeah. You'd be roughly at the entrance, yeah.
I'm gonna run to the entrance and look in. The cult leader ran inside, did he not?
He did, yeah. The door is currently shut, however.
I still have my full action. Would trying to open the door be interacting with the environment?
Yes.
Yeah,
I mean,
open
well,
the door.
here's the thing. So you go to open the door and you realize it's locked.
It's like
not,
locked shut.
It's not budging. You could take an action to try and smash it if you wanted to, but that would be your
couldn't do
action.
Mikhail's feeble old bones. Are you kidding me?
I
He
mean,
couldn't
you
do
can
that.
always try.
My old bones can't be.
You never know
We'll
when
be
there's
the
a
ones that
natural
break,
20
not the
lurking
one.
around the corner.
Yeah, maybe. And instead of getting inside the building, if you do you consider trying to open the door? Do I still have my action remaining?
Yeah, I would say you still have your action.
We only have to take one of you alive, boy. And Mikhael dons his shield, and where it has the black spiral, he sort of traces the black spiral with one hand, and his hand begins to glow a spectral green. And he's going to hold an action to cast a cantrip against the cultist that's hiding behind the crates.
Okay.
If he moves out and makes any sort of aggressive action, he's going to let it rip.
And that is your turn, yeah?
My turn.
Okay.
I'm not going to cast
It
it.
is the cultist's turn. Eugene, you're on deck. You see the cultist with the crossbow curse somewhat, seeing his two compatriots felled in this way, with apparent ease. And he leans out from behind the boxes he's hiding behind, levels his crossbow directly at Mikhael, having been ordered to kill him.
I fire.
Yeah, and
Okay.
when he shoots me, after like the bolt hits or misses me, I would also let go of my action.
You may roll your attack, Melkezidek.
This is at disadvantage because I'm more than 30 feet away.
Okay. Thank you for being honest.
Also cover.
Well, he's standing up behind the boxes now,
Okay.
with every intention of ducking back down behind them. But
All right,
we'll see if he gets the chance.
let's see. Inventory.
This
Here
music just
we
makes me
go.
feel like, where are those wolves? There's
Yeah.
wolves.
What's that?
Oh, did it roll?
It
Yeah, you
rolls
rolled
three
three
times.
times.
Oh, sorry. Well, take the lower of the first two, I guess. 15.
15 hits. You're not there yet, Melkezidek. You can't attack 3 times a turn yet.
No, I meant to roll at disadvantage. Sorry. No, actually, what happened was I kept clicking because I wasn't looking in the chat log, so I didn't.
You
see
can
the
right-click
result.
on the chat log, and it'll pop it out from the main thing, so you can have multiple windows
Oh,
open
that's
at once.
very handy.
There you go.
Oh, you can do that?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
Okay,
Yep.
there we go.
So you can keep the encounter up, you can keep the chat log up, you can keep all sorts of stuff up.
That's great. Okay, so I
Yeah.
will damage.
That should make it easier. Yeah, roll damage. 5 points
5
of damage. Okay. As the cultist goes to fire, you see him sort of scouting, like sighting down the crossbow, which doesn't look anything like yours, Melkezidek. It's much larger. It doesn't look like it's heavy, but it has a sort of iron piece over the top that he's using to try and sight. And the bolt strikes him in the left shoulder as he's doing so, which makes him sort of lose focus for a moment. And he grits his teeth and fires.
Seem to hit.
Rolling a natural 1.
Ooh.
Yeah, bolt goes very wide. There's a twang. You hear, ding, and the bolt fires and strikes to the side of the building and shoots sparks across the ground with no effect. He curses again and ducks back down behind the boxes, unless you were going to take that opportunity, that your held attack, Mikhael.
If it's blood you want, be it yours that spill. Who's gonna take the action?
What are you casting?
If I can get this for it is Chilling Touch. Has no available uses remaining. Well, that doesn't make no kind of sense. It's a cantrip.
Ignore it. We'll figure it out later.
I can't roll it though. Wait,
Wait.
is it a cantrip
the
or
range
is
of
it
attack?
one of your...
No, it's a cantrip.
Chilling
It
Touch
should
is a
be.
cantrip. Yeah, it's a cantrip.
Or is it one of your special cleric abilities?
No, it's just a
It's just a
cantrip.
cantrip?
It's just a cantrip.
Well, it is for mages anyway. I don't
I
know
mean,
if
it's
it's
a
a domain.
cantrip
It might
that
be
I
a domain specialty for
Well,
clerics.
Maybe this is like a bug with the import, but it is a cantrip that I get because of my Reaper ability, which is one of my level 1 features as a Death Domain cleric. So I'm just gonna. I mean, do you care?
No,
Is
you
there
can
like
roll
a-
it in real life while we figure it
just
out. Here,
roll
let me
it
try
for
and
the-
roll it for you in the
No.
game, actually.
No.
Do you want me to roll the attack?
We can do this. Slash roll 1d6. I'm just gonna test something first. Boom. Okay. Slash roll 1d20 plus. What is it? Plus to hit.
Your
it's a ranged spell
spell's
attack, so your
proficiency
wisdom.
plus your dex.
Plus my proficiency.
It's
plus
a
my,
spell attack, though, so I think it's wisdom.
Okay.
Plus 4
Right?
plus my proficiency plus 6.
Um,
21 to hit.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Nice.
The
21
hand,
definitely
as
hits.
he's kind of like twirling the black design of the spiral, and as it reaches the end of it, his hand begins to glow a spectral green.
And you see the cultist's eyes under the mask go wide as they see the spiral.
his hand outstretches in a forward motion, and as he does so, the glow of the hand juts out and forms a ghastly spectral hand that flies through the air and clamps down on his we'll call it his neck, and it is a 1d8 plus my bonus. No, 1d8. Roll 1d8 for 6 points of necrotic damage.
Yeah. So you see this spectral hand clasp around, you said his throat, right?
Mm-hmm.
And these tendrils of green energy sort of move through his face and down his neck under his shirt. And you see his eyes roll back, and he falls to the ground dead.
The hand disappears as he collapses to the ground.
You warned him.
That was a held turn, correct?
It was a held action, yeah.
Okay.
Held action.
You hear running again, Melkezidek, and from the rooftop you hear as someone leaps, as it seems, with a flash of a steel dagger downwards at Mikos.
Uh-oh.
Annitta? Does she have attack of opportunity or a health attack? Or
She does. Thank you for reminding me.
Yeah.
As he does so, you hear next to you, Eugene, I don't think so. And the twang of a bowstring.
Right.
What does AC? Hits! Yes! I love that. Whoa, you just reorganized my map there for a second, Mikhael. As he leaps, you see this flash of a steel dagger, and you see Mikos' eyes go wide as he stares up at this incoming assailant as an arrow just directly into the chest of this individual jumping off the roof. Oh my god. Annitta, you're a monster. You see he's visibly damaged by it as he falls back and takes another point of damage from hitting the ground.
One other point?
Yep.
Mikhael,
D6 per 10.
what are you doing?
Oh, yeah.
Pulling the dead.
I'm assessing the damage.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay.
Oh, yeah, no, that's the Toll the Dead.
Oh, okay. I was confused. I'm
Yeah,
like,
unrelated. He took one. He rolled a 1 point of damage for falling.
Another one.
Not this 1 point of damage from Toll the Dead.
Okay, that should mean.
Okay.
Alright, sorry.
He is nevertheless, although he can't come in with a downward strike, which would have given him advantage, he is going to make an attack against Mikos. But he misses. He's been pretty badly damaged, as you've seen, and the strike goes wide.
Alright.
Okay, from around this corner, you see another one appear. Steps. Leaps over the boxes, making an acrobatics check. It's not the most graceful, but he does manage to land next to you, Melkezidek, and he is going to make an attack.
All right. Come at me.
13 to hit.
Armor class is 14.
Misses. Okay.
Alright.
Curses as you just sidestep the swipe of the dagger. Eugene, you're up.
Eugene looks back at Annitta and goes like, "Nice one. Now it's my turn." And he holds his wand in front of him and like puts his head down for a second, and then kind of brings it back behind his ear, almost like he's doing like pulling a bow and arrow, basically, and points his other two fingers in front of him, and he goes, "Magic missile!" And he brings his wand out in front of him. He's going to cast Magic Missile on the guy who attacked Mikos. Mikos.
Okay, roll damage, because that's an auto hit.
Oh, yeah, that's right. So I just do it right away.
Actually,
do I just click roll?
You don't even need to. He's got one health point
yes.
left, so he's...
Oh, well, maybe a waste of my two spells.
You see this man who was filled with a brilliant idea of jumping off a rooftop and slamming his dagger down into these assailants who walked into his camp and killed his friends. You saw him shot in the chest with an arrow in midair, mind you, and then blasted by, how many bolts is it? Is it 3?
Yeah.
3 glowing darts of magical force.
You see him rearing back for this attack, and he just goes flying backwards, smashes into the side of the church, and collapses in a heap.
Yeah, they're kind of like, I think, purplish, bluish purple, kind of look like an arrow icon, sort of, that shoot out. And kind of have like a magically sparkly tail as they fly through the air.
Okay.
I'm picturing it. Yep.
Davidos' turn. Having felled one, Davidos is in no mood to stop now. And you see him flex his arms and grip his hammer, and he charges forward. Actually, you know what? Hang on.
I need to mark
that. Okay. He goes charging forward past you, Melkezidek, past you, Eredh, to about here. And then, only then, does he notice that this cultist behind the boxes has fallen.
Oh, no.
And he just kind of turns around and looks at this cultist 4. He rolled a 2 on an intelligence check.
That's funny.
Eredh, you're up.
All right. Eredh takes a look around. Cold, calculating. One down, another down. Another pops up. Seeing Melkezidek. Noticing his proclivity towards ranged attacks. Surges forth, keeping his sword handy, and does a diagonal overhand slash against cultist 4. I said surrender.
Roll to hit.
And let me figure out how to do that.
Should be under features.
So
You see your sword
target.
there.
So I target, and then I go to features.
Or
Instead of-
inventory.
Or inventory.
My
Sorry,
weapons
not
are in
features.
inventory,
Inventory.
yeah.
Yeah, inventory.
And then what do I click? Equipped. I
If
just click it.
you open the item menu,
There you go.
yeah,
Come here.
there you go.
There you go. Unfortunately, however, the attack goes wide. It just sort of makes a noise as it slashes up the wall of this building.
Got it. All right. I think that's it. I took my movement and my action.
You still have a bonus action if you'd like to take one.
I don't have. Nothing I want to do right now. I'm
All right.
good.
Nope, fair. Hey, totally fair. Melkezidek, you're up.
All right, I'm going to, just for flavor, toss my crossbow into the air, and catch it with my left hand. And as I do, I'm going to draw my short sword with my main hand and attack cultist 4.
Okay, just make a dexterity check for me.
Question for you,
Yep, go
DM.
ahead.
That reminds me, he was in melee with Melkezidek. Do I get advantage on that?
Only if you're on the opposite side of him. Is
Got
the
it.
way I play
Okay.
it. So you have to be on the opposite side.
That's fine.
Gotcha. Dex check. All right. Ability check. 15.
Yeah, you catch the crossbow. And now you're holding
Alright.
your short sword as well.
Okay. So I'm going to take an attack with the short sword.
Roll to hit.
Target that guy. That's a 12.
Hits, just.
All
Roll
right.
damage.
It's basically, as I draw it, I'm going to slash upwards towards his chest. Damage. 5 damage.
Okay. He took it. That was a pretty nasty hit. You sliced his abdomen, and you can see his vestments hanging open and blood beginning to leak. But he's still standing.
And as I catch the crossbow, my hand crossbow in my offhand, I'd like to imagine I've stepped forward as I slash towards him, and so now the crossbow is basically just against his head. And I'm gonna take my bonus action to attack him again.
Roll to hit. Yeah.
21.
Roll damage.
You better hit that.
5.
5 damage.
As you place in your left hand the crossbow against the side of his head, his eyes just go wide, and there's a ping noise as the crossbow fires, pinning him to the wall. And he's just pinned by the head to the wall. And he drops his sword and collapses.
Yes.
I turn to Eredh. I say, thanks for the help, brother.
Eredh looks horrified.
Fucking tight.
That was a good kill.
For the time being, at least, we no longer have to be in initiative order. What would you like to do?
Eredh
I'd like to
immediately
retrieve the one bolt.
takes a rag.
Go ahead, Ered.
He's trying to wipe the blood off his face. He's just like almost obsessively just wiping his face like it's off, but he keeps wiping the blood off his face and just takes a couple steps back.
Melkezidek, roll a perception check for me.
Yes, sir. Under attributes? 7.
Okay.
In this amount of time as well, Mikhael pounds on the door, frustrated for a moment, and then runs over to the least injured of the cultists, the one that was attacked by the firebolt, and casts Spare the Dying on him.
You see the body of this cultist, which is pretty charred. You see this healing sort of infusing light, but it's not what you'd expect. It doesn't look warm and inviting. It looks dark, almost. And it suffuses with this cultist's chest, and some of the burn marks crawl back slightly, and there's a very pregnant pause, and you hear the cultist is breathing, unconscious, but breathing.
Perfect music. Eugene is looking towards Annitta for, like, what do we do now? What's Annitta doing?
Annitta is straightening up and rolling her left shoulder, and she's bow still out and arrow still notched. She's just sort of stepping quietly and carefully, and you notice almost silently through the underbrush to the edge of the forest where she looks around.
I'm gonna try and stealthily follow her and help her check out the rest of the brush. Partly because I don't want to be alone.
Mm-hmm. As you come to the edge of it, you see Mikos just leaning over the body of this slain cultist who tried to stab him from a rooftop, and he sort of pushes the robes aside and picks up a coin purse that's attached to this person's belt, and goes, "Ha! And not so damaged after all." And you hear him fall silent as he just undoes the bowstring, or the strings that hold it shut, opens it, looks inside, and then with this, like, fucking really look on his face, just flips it upside down, and it's empty. He just kind of throws it to the side. "Well fought, friends. You are devils in a fight."
Yeah, did you see that? Like, almost set that guy on fire.
It was
I
a
hit him
good
with
shot.
one, then another one, and then I used my magic missile. I'd never actually hurt somebody with one of those. Seemed to really hurt him quite a lot.
Good job, Eugene. You killed someone.
Well, I mean, their cultists said that they were going to kill Mikhael.
Well, to be fair, they would have killed us, no?
I don't see it that way. Does any one of us have a scratch on us?
Well, we were prepared. We defended ourselves.
It's hardly our
Isn't
fault
this what
that they can't
adventuring
fight.
is?
You cannot hold me responsible for their inability to shoot a crossbow.
I'm
They were coming down on his head with a knife. Until
I'm just
Annitta here
saying.
nailed him.
Magic shouldn't be used so freely for killing. You should recognize what you've done here, boy. These lot,
makes sense.
the veterans, they're stained red. I know it. I know it. You're green. You were green. You're not green anymore, boy. You're red.
You see... Oops, sorry, go ahead, Eredh.
That's it.
Okay. You see, as you're speaking, Davidos is dragging one of the bodies of the cultists by an ankle, just to the center here, where he drops it, and then goes to get another one.
It's best to start the burning. I fear the fight ain't over yet. There's still the leader here and inside.
Speaking of, Eredh, as he's saying this and casting a glower at Eugene, as he's chastising him, he makes his way towards the door and evaluates it to get a handle on if it's trapped and what the lock looks like.
Okay. Give me an investigation check. Are you proficient with thieves' tools?
No.
Okay, then just give me an investigation check, please.
Okay. You said investigation, right?
Yep.
God, my rolls. All right. For the sake of the recording, I rolled a 3 for a 9.
It'll get better. This is what higher modifiers are for eventually. So the door itself is locked, that you can tell. It doesn't look like a complex lock. It also doesn't look like a very sturdy lock. You can't tell if it's trapped or not.
Eredh knocks lightly. Your friends are dead. Guess you want to end up the same. Let's just come on out. Weapons left behind. And then steps back. Sword still out.
Silence.
It's not to end this way, brother.
Go ahead.
I came a long way to be here. I recognize the stone and the design of this place. Deny us entry. Deny us answers. And we will not be held responsible for what happens next.
It's silent within. No sound, no movement, no voices.
Are there any windows, DM, or did we notice anything, or any secondary entrances?
There are windows, very high windows. However, they're stained glass, and they're stained to the point that it makes seeing through them very difficult. If you were to try, you could give me a perception check.
I mean, I wouldn't have the angle if it's very high. However, Everest might.
Mm-hmm.
And so what I'd be inclined to do is have Everest try and take a look.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll roll with it. I still get advantage?
You do, yes, because of Everest.
Is it alright if I... wait, investigation or perception?
Perception. Yeah,
right?
perception. Yeah.
Okay. What? I got a high roll.
Wow.
And then a low roll. 17.
17. You see...
Everest.
Go ahead. So does Everest perch on the window?
Yeah.
Okay. It's a sort of... Are you looking through her eyes right now? You are, right?
Yeah. So Ered's eyes roll into the back of his head. So if anyone looks at his face, it goes slack, and his eyes are rolled up into the back of his head. and Everest just cocks her head this way and that, her piercing gaze looking through the stained glass window.
You see, it's a little garbled. It's difficult to peer through because the coloring of the glass makes it everything appear a little strange, and that's a little too loud. Sorry. However, excuse me. Pardon me. However, you do see on the other side of the glass a room that looks a bit like a chapel or a church. The floors are wooden, but relatively ruined. There are weeds and, in fact, in one corner there's a tree sprouting out. There are there's sort of like a raised dais in the center of the room that looks a bit like an altar. Behind it, there is a wall, a recess in the wall where a statue should be, and another one on the other side. You don't see movement or people, however.
Aaron inhales sharply, and as he exhales, his features resume being animated and looking like he's himself. He relays all this to the rest of the party.
Can I take out the fluxometer?
You can, yeah. I think Eugene had it, actually.
Yeah, I did. You can ask me for it.
All right. Yeah, I will say.
The age of consent.
Wizard, bring forth the device.
Me? Oh, right, me. I'm the wizard now. All right, coming.
And I'll bring it over to Mel. I gotta zoom in. Where's Mel? Oh, there he is. I'd hand it to you.
I say, well, take it out, use it.
Oh, okay.
I'd hold it up and look for the arms to be raising.
The arms are
Testing it.
about 30 degrees off of normal, but occasionally, and almost rhythmically, actually, about once every 15 seconds, they just sort of tick up slightly and then fall back to normal.
Getting some interesting readings out here. I'm gonna start wandering around with it, very now engrossed in using this device.
I'm following him closely. Is that how it's supposed to be?
Yes, he told us it will go vertical if we're close to an area of high flux. Seems to be pulsing
but
in some way.
The rhythm.
I've never seen it do this before, but it's only my first day using it.
The wizard from the town, he did not mention a rhythm.
Yeah, something
PM,
weird.
Mm-hmm.
I'm close to Eugene, right?
Yep, you are. And you would feel the same sort of
Is it pulsing?
pulse.
In my in my bones, like
Yep.
in my kneecap, in my right kneecap.
Yep.
I thought you were close to Eredh shouting past the door. No?
Oh no, I was standing like where I was. I'm attending over this body,
Regardless of
Oh,
where you're
okay.
standing in the area,
Yeah.
you would still sort of feel a...
sort of.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Aches. I can feel it. Don't need no fancy newfangled technology. Help me find it.
Did the pulses get larger or stronger as I got close to the temple here?
Nope, it's about the same.
Okay. But like I said, Eugene's just wandering around, very engrossed in using the instrument, trying to get it to indicate something stronger or maybe weaker, hot and cold, basically, walking around.
While he is,
I keep asking him questions. Does it mean an Arcana Storm was here? And so on and so forth. Basically bugging the heck out of him.
Eredh reaches out to Mikos. Mikos, I don't know that there's anybody left on the other side of this door, but I feel it's worth investigating. I don't fancy us being ambushed. But if the door is locked, you have anything to take care of that?
Well, we know there is at least one person behind that door.
There should be, friend, but well, there should be.
Well, what else could he be?
I don't really know. But maybe Davidos and his hammer, or you seem a worldly fella. Maybe you know how to pick some locks.
Who, me?
I don't mean to. I apologize if I give an offense. I take it. I'm sorry. Maybe Davidos and his hammer could take care of the doors.
You hear that, Davidos? He thinks I can pick locks. The rudeness of some people. And you see him as he walks past you towards the door, just pull a lockpick out of his pocket.
Eredh is blushing mightily until he sees him pull out a lockpick, and he's like, "Son of a gun!"
Unbelievable. Some people are. And there's just sort of a soft pitter-pat of feet as Annitta steps up behind and Davidos. And you see Annitta with a knocked arrow aimed at the door.
Likewise, Eredh follows her lead and keeps his sword hanging at the ready by his side.
The rest of you, what are you doing?
Is this horse here?
Yes.
Actually there?
That horse is actually there.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold up the fluxometer next to the horse and see if I notice anything different.
It's a unicorn!
The horse kind of looks at you and nuzzles your shoulder and...
Ugh. Hey, buddy, what's your name?
Roll an animal handling check.
Gladly. Oh, I did the double click. It's a habit
11
from
It's an
Fantasy
11.
Grounds.
Okay.
Thank you.
Otherwise, it's a natural one.
I know.
The horse doesn't tell you its name. You don't imagine it can tell you its name because it's a horse. But that said, it doesn't seem particularly frightened by
It's a
you.
retaurical question.
No, I'm just kidding with you.
That would be awful.
I'm Steve.
I'm looking for short term. They got this gig for my buddy Carl.
No, he or she, unless you're checking the gender of the horse, doesn't seem frightened by you, and oddly doesn't seem to have been too frightened by the combat either. You notice it's not tied. It's just
You're
sort
really
of...
well trained for a horse. Used to combat, it seems. Where's your master? I know you can't tell me, but I wonder. Perhaps it's a magical horse.
It nuzzles at your shoulder still.
You're a cutie. I'm thinking about... No, I won't do it. Never mind.
No, you do whatever you want.
Thinking about... It might come into handy anyway, but I'm going to check the length of time that detect magic lasts for. Oh, wait. Didn't I use that before? Oh, no, we rested. Okay, I just want to make sure.
I was thinking the same thing. Yeah, you rest.
It only lasts like a minute anyway.
Yeah, so I'll wait till we're like in the thing, because I know I'm like a little spent magic wise. I'm still pretty new to it. I am curious to detect magic on this horse, but I don't have a lot of oomph left in me, so I'm like,
Well, you might be magical, but can't waste my spells. Hey, Mel, look at this horse. It's just staying here. It's not tied up. It's really
Hey.
nice, though.
You too. And you just see Nikos look over at you. What are you doing?
Oh, are we about to fight again?
Our wizard is performing measurements on a horse.
Yes. Well, this is very much like a wizard, I have found.
It is as fruitful endeavor as it is. Let's not defile this place any further. Put down your bow. Get us in.
I will make you a
We need
deal.
to be inside.
I will not fire unless they shoot first.
Would be noble.
And she peers
Listen.
back at the door.
There's been enough killing. With the priest. If they're smart, they'll surrender. We killed enough of them. Priest, I will not draw first blood. Let me go first, just to keep you safe, old timer.
I
come in
cannot help
behind
but
me.
notice
You talk with him.
Chuckles.
these 5 died a little bit easily, wouldn't you say? And they all wear the same robes. But the man before, he did not. Why is this? It makes you think.
'Tis why I kept one of them alive. Should we make it out of this, I'd like to have a word with him.
Oh, wait. So that guy's still alive.
He is unconscious, yes, but stable.
I try not to destroy him like you did the others. And I look through. I give a glance over at the 3.
Well, maybe before we ought to charge in, old timer, we should question your new friend here.
We would not have had to fight them if you did not barge in.
Also true.
Arjun, I greeted them in a peaceful ceremony, and they declared that they wanted to kill me, and I did not do a thing until they struck at me first.
Finger
So don't
pointing.
go telling me about the morals of this.
Finger pointing ain't gonna solve anything. It's done and done.
Don't take this the wrong way, friend. But, you know what? Never mind. Nikos looks as if he had something to say, and then he listened to Eredh and just dropped it.
Why don't we check in on our friend here that you spared and see if we can find out anything before we go barging into this house? And
So I'm not opening this door.
You're not.
Okay. I will wait. Go play with your new friend.
I have my hawk check and make sure there's no other exits so they don't get the drop on us or escape.
Would be a
And
good idea,
having
Doc.
said that, he does just so and has ever circled the building to check and see if there's any other exits or anybody leaving.
Okay. Make a perception check. Are you looking through her eyes, or are you just telling her to do so and come back to you?
Telling her to do so and communicate telepathically with me.
Okay. Then roll... I think for this session, we'll just use her or your stats. But let's
Going
look
forward,
it
we
up.
can
Yeah,
look
let's
it up.
look it up what it is in the future.
Actually, just take me a second real quick. Hold on, let's see.
What is
Hawk.
she, a hawk?
Yeah, a
By
hawk.
the hawk
Hey,
perception.
Like the coolest familiar to have.
A lot of G's, a lot of giants, a lot of giant spider, giant seahorse, giant scorpion, hawk.
The regular old
Perception
hawk.
+4.
Yeah,
Perception
Plus
plus
6.
4 and advantage on wisdom checks. Or perception
with
checks.
sight. Yep. So
Okay.
that's a 6 total modifier. 14. 14 plus a +4 skill.
With advantage
Yeah.
for sight.
plus. All right, so +4. Cool. So +4 advantage. All right, let me do it. I love my hawk, Empress. You're the best.
This is out of control. Giant shark, giant toad,
Giant shark.
poison snake, giant
All right,
octopus,
so
giant goat,
that's a 13.
giant fire.
Oh my! All right, that's a 13.
Okay. So it's a 13.
She is specifically looking for the sign of somebody escaping or other obvious exits like doors or open windows.
After a moment of two, she returns around the opposite side of the building and alights on your outstretched arm, and conveys to you telepathically that there do not appear to be any people around other than you. And there didn't look like there were any doors either.
Friends, don't don't think that there are any exits, but more disturbingly, it seems whoever entered this building is no longer in there. There may be some kind of basement or something, but no one on this floor that Everest was able to see.
DM, I'd like to start checking out this side building. When he said basement, I had in mind there's maybe a tunnel or some secret entrance.
Sure. It's easy enough to get into the building. There is a locked door on the side where you are, but you know that the other side of the building is missing its walls, so you can just walk right in if you want. The floor itself is made of flagstone that looks similar to the stone that the temple is made out of. You gather that they're probably not necessarily the same building, but probably from a group of buildings that were of similar architectural design. There's nothing of particular note. There's a lot of smashed furniture in here. Some of it is quite beautiful, actually. The woodwork is quite dazzling in some cases, but it seems gnarled and old, and all of it is broken. You can roll an investigation check for me. And Mikos is
I
actually
used to be good at those.
is actually going to join you. He'll help you, so you can roll with advantage.
All right.
I'm wanting to investigate these ruins over here, by the way.
Okay, give me 1 second.
Meanwhile.
Advantage.
Yeah.
That's a 12 total.
Okay. You don't see anything of particular note, nothing that jumps out at you. Nikos, on the other hand, goes, "Ha! Ha ha ha! My goodness!" And he strides over, kicking essentially a broken table out of the way, and yanks a rag off of something covered in dust, and you just see sort of stone dust and just regular dust go flying through the air, and he just kind of covers his mouth for a moment, and underneath the cloth,
brown mold.
was it? No, oh god, you're all dead. Was a chair, and he just steps back and circles it, looking around it from all sides. Oh my, that's perfect.
It's a chair.
If you recall, it was interested in non-magical artifacts, right?
This is not just a chair. It's an ancient chair. It's a dark elvish chair, no less. They did not make much wood furniture. Most of their things were made of stone or metal. This will fetch a pretty price in the auction houses.
Melkezidek is not impressed.
Davidos, come here. We're not opening the door. Come here. Bring the
Nico,
bag.
you do realize that there's someone that was attacking us that is ostensibly on the other side of this door. They could be preparing another attack. Do you not think we should deal with that?
I was perfectly happy to, but it seems as if you do not wish to.
I wish to confront said gentleman. I do not wish to go in and murder him immediately before getting some answers.
Okay, all right. Davidos,
So you can get
chair first. And Davidos just goes, and marches past. And as he passes, Annitta just catches him by the arm. Just goes, "Don't break it this time."
There, just rubs his head. Bloody sell swords.
They'd be interested in what benefits them. We'd be allies to them as long as it benefits them. Remember that.
They seem like goodly enough folks. I just different motivations, right?
Your
Old timer.
mistrust is hurtful, friend. I have done nothing but help you. I warned you of the cultists. I helped you when the fight broke out.
I once know a wolf who found great difficulty at getting at a sheep, owing to the vigilance of the shepherd and his dogs. But one day the shepherd left a skinned sheep lying about, and the wolf took it and donned it and had no problem. I have no quarrel with you, But make no mistake. Ye are a friend of benefit, and not of bond. Come, we can get answers from this boy. Take a defensive position around me and I'll resurrect him. I'll talk to him. Set him on the right path.
Anyone who's looking at Mikos could also roll an insight check.
I would like to roll.
Go for it.
God. Why am I am rolling
help you?
so poorly?
I'm
Like,
also
oh
looking.
my god.
He's conspicuously quiet, Mikos. When
You have great
You gotta roll your
modifiers,
fancy
but-
new dice,
usually
dude.
has something to say, and he didn't really have anything to say there. But you don't get any more than that. In the meantime, Eugene.
For the sake of the
okay.
recording, I rolled a 6.
Yeah, well, that's right. That's right. We gotta call it up. In the meantime, Eugene, this building, the stonework looks similar, but the building itself consists of a couple walls and some foundation. It's mostly destroyed. You can feel free to roll an investigation check for me, though.
Yeah, I'm generally investigating it, but I'm still holding out the fluxometer, looking for any ticks or
Oh
pulses.
shit!
24.
That is
You-
the highest modifier I've
Nice.
ever seen.
You recognize you're a level 1 for fuck's sake. How do you? He
know.
rolled a 20. He rolled a 17 and got a 24 for the sake of the recording.
Pretty good.
Jesus. So you recognize the architecture itself. You've been around Elvish architecture a lot. What with going to Elven schools and so forth. This is clearly dark Elvish. That said, there's not really much left to this building. Whatever was here is smashed. You do find a barrel in one of the corners, which is made of wood. It's been smashed open and is empty. You don't know what was originally in it, because it's clearly been there for a long time. But yeah, unfortunately, there's not much to uncover in this shell of a building.
With the 24, there's nothing. All right,
Sometimes
cool.
a
Though.
building's just empty.
Yep, no, it's totally true. It's just a funny waste of a roll, but yep. All right, so I walk through the building and then, oh no, nothing here, and I'll start just curving my way back to the group,
Okay.
scanning along the way. Yep.
Are you gathering round the cultist?
The cultist? Where's the cultist?
Yeah, the cultist is on the
Down
ground.
one.
The down
Yeah.
one. I'll draw something on the map so you know where it is.
Oh, he's right there where I am. Okay,
Yeah, he's like
Um,
right here.
I see. Yeah, I mean, I'm scanning everything. I would hold the fluxometer up to him and see if anything happened.
No change in the fluxometer. It seems to be reading with the standard 15-second pulse and then settling back to about 30-degree angle.
Yeah. I mean, having kind of felt like I scanned everything at this point, I guess I kind of put it away and say, well, no special readings anywhere in these ruins. It seems to just be pulsing the same everywhere. I guess going inside that building's our last best hope to find something more meaningful to report.
Okay.
I
What
thought
do
we
you
were
do?
just to take a reading with the fluxometer. Is our job
But-
not done here?
No,
But what's in
Melkezidek,
there? Aren't you curious?
I agree with the boy. We were assaulted. We have a prisoner. And someone who should be in that building is not. Something's amiss. I
Yeah,
think
not
we
the
owe it to ourselves and the shields of Arcan to give a full report. And not a
Lydia
half-ass.
cares to know she will pay us to come back.
So you are a mercenary at heart.
I shrug.
Well, I am not done. And I don't think Mikhael is done. and I don't think Eugene's curiosity is satisfied.
Have you knocked yet?
Yes. Let's check with
Okay.
this down fella here. Well, this is Mikhael peppers him with questions.
Have you not
Bring 'em back.
have you not been listening to me? Have I been speaking a language which you don't understand? Come over here and take up a defensive position while the other
Eredh did what you said. Sorry, I didn't declare. Eredh did that, but yeah, okay.
To where the two of you had half as much sense as that boy, we'd be in a much better position. Now on with it, move! And he's gonna kneel down and he's gonna kneel down in his Rakshana pose and perpendicular to the body that's on the ground, and begin to utter the incantation of a spell, which will take a second if anyone wants to like move their character over. He's gonna cast
where's the
Healing
body?
Word. Kind of like
That little
just
oval?
in front of me.
All
This
right,
one right here?
I draw a crossbow.
He walks over, I guess, to the other side.
And load
And
it.
kneels.
You note Annitta doesn't move. She keeps her bow trained at the door. Davidos kind of comes lumbering back. You hear his footfalls.
Now watch them. And let's me talk to the boy. Is that actually I keep calling this person a boy. Is it they're wearing a mask, right? Like all the cultists are wearing masks?
They are. You can see that the features of the person are masculine underneath the mask. And this one didn't take the mask off. The one by Davidos, who got caught in the poison cloud, took their mask off. That was a woman.
As Mikhael kneels down and sort of scrunches head over, he takes his shield and he lays it in front of him. Not lays it, but he puts it into the ground and rests it against him. And he starts to hum and trace the spiral. And as he's vocalizing, his body begins to kind of like suffuse with this like grayish energy, and it like comes to a front in his mouth, and like it forms like a moat, and the grayish like moat floats into the chest of the cultist. And I'm gonna use a first level spell slot. I'm gonna cast Healing Word.
As the moat floats downwards towards this individual's chest,
8 points of healing.
you see the occultist. You see the burn marks that covered this person's torso just sort of lift slightly, and almost as if they're drawn into a vortex that centers on this descending moat. You can smell ash and soot, and then they vanish.
Amazing.
Oh,
What a amazing.
Wizards and necromancers, what have you done?
Mikhael pounds the ground with both hands, and plumes of dust rise as if.
what did you do to me?
Oh, I hear you alive. I thought you were dead. What did I do to you? I brought you back so I could tell you a story. Sit for a moment, would you?
He's lying on his back. He's sitting somewhat upright. He's on his elbows. But you can tell he's very confused by the scenario.
Welcome back.
No.
Eugene is scared because he burned him.
No. Send me back. I must go back.
I will bring ye back. I promise. I promise. But first, Let me tell you a story. You were sent to kill me, were you not? Why?
I was told to.
By
Not
who?
sent to. His name is Gregor. You met him.
He told me about a silent god. What's this about a silent god?
He sees this shield that you bear, that you've set down next to you, I'm guessing, while you were casting this spell.
Yeah, it's like resting. Like I'm in my Rakshana pose, and it's like leaned up against me, so it's like in front of me, and so his body is hunched over it. And that's how he could trace the spiral on his shield, like almost like playing almost like a singing bowl, but instead of like twisting around the bowl, he like, you know, kind of like put his finger on the shield and made the spiral shape, and that like harmonizes with his vocalizations. So yeah, it would be like presented in front of him.
Do you not? You don't know what that is, do you?
The old timers asking the questions. Unless you wish to return to wherever it is you
I
just came
do.
from.
He does.
Send me back.
Tell you what, do what we say. Answer the goddamn questions. My friend here will burn you a new one.
Aye, and then I'll bring ye back, and I'll kill ye again, and I'll bring ye back again, and every time ye hear the sweet sound of nothing,
It's not
feeling
nothing.
of-
Can we roll an intimidation check, DM?
Yeah? Go for it. Roll with
Can I help him?
advantage or separately.
Separate.
moral step.
Yes!
Oh, natural 20.
For the recording,
That
that's
fits what you
20,
said. That was some intimidating, crazy shit.
Bring ye
21,
back, and I'll
plus
push you back.
Mikhael,
Kill you again.
natural 20.
You
So-
see,
Yeah, go ahead.
you see this cultist's eyes go wide with fear as you both threaten him. It's not nothing on the other side. Not for me. Ask your questions and dispatch me.
It's obvious I need nothing from ye other than how to get inside the building. And you'd be telling me about any traps
Through
or
the door.
malfeasances.
It's an ancient building. You get in through the door. Smash it down. Pick the lock. There are no traps, none that we know of.
What's on the other side? I know. No one's on the interior. Where did they go?
You see him wince somewhat, as if he doesn't really want to tell you, but he's still terrified of you both.
Tell me. You know what comes next if you don't, boy.
There's a basement. There is a spiral staircase to a basement.
And what be in the basement?
A door. We couldn't open it.
What kind of door? And why were you looking for it?
One with answers on the other side.
Answers to what?
I don't know. Sometimes So Gregor says, you find the answers before the questions.
Don't gimme none of this rhyming bullshit. Your friends just died. You.
They go to the
Just
sweet
tasted
embrace of Dimeritex.
Surely you
What's that
did
word?
so for more. Yeah, sorry, go ahead. The sweet embrace of what?
Of Dimeritex.
Surely you came here for more than idle curiosity. Speak plainly.
They don't tell me why. I'm a foot soldier.
You come here with the buildings.
No. We came here after.
I have one final question for ye, and I'll put ye back. Speak to me the name of the winged beast which spoke to ye.
Dimeritex.
Can I do a anything check to see if I know what that is?
Ooh, roll a religion check with disadvantage.
So he was referring to that as like a noun. I was thinking like a noun, like a place, but it's a noun like a thing.
You don't
A
know.
being.
Well, I'm just
Guessing.
Yeah, it could
Maybe.
be
It could be.
multiple nouns. So I
for
click
the purposes
religion
of
and
the
then.
recording. I'm pushing my glasses.
Dude, I need to get glasses. I need that as a prop. Anyway, I'm gonna click religion and then click like the minus. Is that right to do disadvantage?
Correct.
Okay. There's the roll. Here comes the minus. 12.
Well. So, you have never heard of Dimeritex before. Not by that name, but you gather it's probably a being or a forgotten god of some sort. Clearly, he thinks he goes to this place or person when he dies.
DM, I just want to call it out now. Ered's holding an action to preemptively knock this man out with the pommel of his sword. If it looks like anyone moves to assault him.
Okay.
I said I would end his life and return him. We will do the honorable thing. May the goddess be the one who blesses you. And Mikhael's gonna strike him with his rapier.
Alright, Eredh would take a preemptive action, having held an action. waiting
Against
for him to do
Mikhael
that.
or the...
Not against Mikhael, but to knock out the man first.
Okay. He's not resisting. You don't have to roll to hit. Just roll damage for me.
Okay.
It's so fun to be in a world with like an unknown pantheon. We're like, ooh, what the fuck is that?
Damage.
You can just click the item and just roll, just negate whatever, just the attack roll, right? It's just auto hits. Also, can we take a type 5? Dom has a tiny blood.
Yes, absolutely. Let's type 5. After you... Well, yeah, let's type 5 right here. We'll come back and roll the damage. Cool?
Sounds good.
It's good.
All right.
Yeah, sounds good.
Back in 5.
Thank you. I'm sorry. Sorry.
First combat was really fun.
Yeah, good job.
Thank you kindly.